We needed to show you the Poco X7 5G waterproof test before the build quality test due to unforeseen obvious reasons, which you will be seeing soon enough in the upcoming scenes. Starting with the oleophobic bath test, as well as testing the Wet Touch Display 2.0 feature to test if the touch functions actually work or not when totally wet and with wet fingers and a bit of light splashing. Since the Poco X7 5G is officially IP68 rated, we are immensely confident that a bit or a lot of light splashing is not going to make any difference in actual liquid damage to the X7. That is exactly true. So now we are on to heavy drenching the officially IP68-69 certified Poco X7 5G. Handling heavy drenching should also be a piece of cake for the X7, as we have seen numerous other times in every precious IP68 device, including the Poco X7 Pro and the recently tested Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. The Poco X7 5G seems to be an absolute champion in heavy drenching, so it's time to throw it inside water as usual, getting down to serious business to prove the reality that IP68 can withstand underwater freeze abuse with ease. Now it's time to transfer the IP68 rated Poco X7 5G right into freezing conditions for about an hour or so, but not before adding some ice to make the X7 even more cooler than what it is. Also some energy drink like we did to the S25 Ultra to color it extra sweet and delicious. So now it's time to transfer it to Antarctica below 0 degree freezing conditions to start the usual liquid abuse. Let the Poco X7 5G enjoy some cold type of sweet marination. A quick peek at 13 minutes. The X7 5G seems to be getting comfortable at home. No issues. On second peak, at about 18 minutes, the X7 is still doing great as expected, and the audio is also going strong as it always does in IP68 devices. Let's leave it alone for the moment to simmer inside the cool liquid abuse for about a full 1 hour and see what happens.
"72 hours later."
Okay, so at this point of time, we have already crossed more than an hour, though 30 minutes less than the X7 Pro and the 25 Ultra. And it's time to check out the effortless effectiveness of the IP68 protection, this time on the Poco X7 5G. It is always a good and very important sign that the audio is still working, which mostly means that things are on the right track. Let's call it day 1. At this point of time, the speaker seems fine. The AMOLED display and touchscreen also seems to be totally undamaged, even after the freeze abuse, and everything seems to be functioning normally. Although there seems to be some heavy camera fogging going on, which may be just some condensation and not a big deal. Also, later we realized that the bottom speaker was actually not working. It came back to normal after about 4 hours. Day 2. Turns out it's not just some harmless condensation, but some serious camera fogging which does not go away no matter what you do, and also heavy battery draining issues. Even then, we were hopeful for a full recovery since IP68 has never failed on the channel. But on day 3, this happens. The AMOLED display finally goes green and to other fancy colors, signaling that it's game over for the Poco X7 5G, though still able to charge. This is the first time that an IP68 certified device has gotten damaged in our water test. Day 4. The Poco X7 5G is a massive failure as it finally completely dies out. Whether it's fake IP68 or the failure of implementing the IP68 is anybody's guess. The fact remains that the Poco X7 is a fail and Poco needs to address it in future models.